She was born as Charlene Lynette Wittstock on January 25, 1978 in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe to European natives, an employee of a large computer company in the sales department and a professional swimmer and diver. Charlene has two brothers. The girl herself learned to swim by accident, when at the age of 3 her dog pushed her into the pool. 5 years later she was already taking part in competitions. In 1989, the worsening criminal situation in the country forced the family to move to South Africa. A few years later, the 18-year-old girl became a swimming champion in her new homeland. In 2000 she took part in the Olympics in Sydney, but did not rise above the 5th place. The plans to go to China for the Olympics in 2008 and win were crossed out by a shoulder injury received at a training session. The swimmer left the big sport. Since 2011, Charlene Wittstock has been a Special Olympics ambassador. The first meeting between Charlene and Prince Albert of Monaco took place in 2000 at a swimming competition in the Principality. Albert invited the beauty to dinner and that was the end of their relationship. In 2006, Wittstock moved from South Africa, where she worked as a school teacher, in Monaco. They met again in Turin at the opening of the Olympics and this time continued to meet and spend time together. After numerous novels, Albert with the most beautiful women in the world and 2 children out of wedlock from different mothers in the anamnesis, few believed in the seriousness of the prince's intentions, especially courtship dragged on for 4 years. But whether love arose, or age Prince was time to marry and think about heirs, but June 23, 2010 it was announced the engagement of Charlene Wittstock and Prince Albert. Before the wedding there was a rumor that the bride made a runaway after learning about another illegitimate child of the groom, but at the airport she was stopped and persuaded not to leave the prince. On July 1, 2011 a wedding celebration took place. Before the marriage, the future princess voluntarily converted from Protestantism to Catholicism. For the civil wedding ceremony CHARLENE wore an elegant pantsuit of sky blue color, under the color of the eyes, designer Karl Lagerfeld, which gave the impression of a jacket worn over the dress. For the wedding reception, the bride chose a luxurious silk gown with a long train by Armani. Citizens of the Principality were given 3 days off in honor of the celebration and the opportunity to admire a fireworks display in honor of the newlyweds. When she married the prince, Charlene became the first princess of Monaco in 30 years. She felt a tremendous burden of responsibility, but she tried not to make any mistakes and to be useful to the country. Over the years she developed a style befitting a monarch and learned royal manners, rules of ceremonies and palace etiquette. Certainly, she learned the French spoken in the Principality. In 2014, Albert and Charlene became parents of twin sons and daughters. Parents pay a lot of attention to their children, vacation together, attend sporting events. Charlene likes to cook for family members. The princess is engaged in charity, helps poor children in Africa. She looks beautiful and young, is not afraid of experiments.